and we had a drummer. The drummer was there for one single, and he was gone. Then the next drummer came in, and then we did Static Age. I was still 17 years old when we cut our first album, Last Caress, Teenagers from Mars, Hybrid Moments, things like this. Things that I listen to today are still great. They haven't lost 1 ounce of energy in all those years, which is really what keeps this band alive, is the regeneration of the fans against great music. And then he was there for one album and he split. And then we had a section where we did a couple of singles. We had Bobby Steele played and Joey, a couple of singles, and they left. Then my brother played in the band, and Boogie played from Queens. Eric's from Queens as well. And we did Walk Among Us, which is, a matter of fact, 30 years they're putting out new colored vinyl to commemorate Walk Among Us. So that album, I think, was the defining album for the Misfit image. It had Halloween, it had Mommy Can I Go Out and Kill Tonight, I Turned Into a Martian, which really, I Turned Into a Martian is like the real vision of the band. It's supposed to be, you know, that we're a bunch of monsters among the human race, and that's what it's about. And then Glenn quit, okay, and we went into litigation. We wound up bringing the band back in '95, playing with Anthrax in '96. And coming up with Geffen's album, American Psycho. American Psycho, to me, is probably the greatest comeback record anybody has ever done. Okay? Because everybody said, oh, Glenn's not in the band, you guys can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do that. Nobody knows what we can do. And that's the most important thing. If I listen to people telling me what I can and I can't do, this band would have never got past the first single. Okay? Who gives a shit when anybody's going to tell you you can do it? Okay? Then we did the Famous Monsters album, but my band started to fall apart at the time. That's why it took so long to find these guys and people who really want to dedicate themselves to the job. The job is big. The job is bigger than me. It's bigger than Glenn. It's bigger than anybody that has ever been in the band. The Misfits means a lot to a lot of people. And you have to respect what you are and what you're doing. And that's why it took me 10 years to put together the right lineup, to write the right material, to have the right setup around me. And that's why we're back now. You know, I wish we could have had a couple more albums. We did the 50s cover album with Marky back in like 06 or 07 or something like that. But that was more of a thing where we were trying to maintain not going getting washed out, okay? Because I didn't have the right guys. Marky really wasn't about being in the Misfits. He was, you know, the Ramones was gone, and Marky wanted a place to hang his hat, you know what I mean? So he came, and he, you know, Marky's a good drummer, and he played the Misfits stuff, but we had to throw in a lot of Ramones stuff, which I don't mind doing. But, you know, it was at a time when Joey Dini and Johnny died. So to me, it was an honor to be able to play the Ramones stuff with the last guy left. But Marky was not actually the right guy for the Misfits to continue forward, and I know that, and he knew that. So, you know, I got a gentleman here who, you know, he does jujitsu, double bass drum, hardcore drummer. I'm gonna give him the mic. He's a closet Spanish speaker.